Welcome, friends, to the third eye activation. My name is Macaya Miracle. I'm the co-creator of Accelerated Light Healing, and I'm super excited to play today because this topic has been something that has been very exciting to me since I started really diving deep into spirituality and energy healing, which was in 2005. Problem was, nobody knew how to make it really easy back then. Consciousness was a lot denser, and a lot of healers had this notion that things had to take a really long time, or it had to be hard, or it had to be a lot of hard work. And that's just not actually the case. We're at such a level of consciousness here on the planet that things don't have to take a long time anymore. They don't have to be hard. You don't have to meditate for 30 years to open your third eye. I'm not sure. You may have 50, 100 years ago. I wasn't around back then, at least in this body. And so I'm going to talk a lot more about the third eye and what we're going to be doing today. Tell you all about me in just a few moments. What I want to start is just to share about what you're going to get out of today's live stream. We're going to open, clear, and activate your third eye chakra. You're going to enhance your intuitive abilities, and you're going to learn to trust your intuition. So it's going to be an amazing class. I'm super excited to play. We're going to do lots of clearings and an activation, and just have a lot of fun today. If at any time you have a question, please feel free to put that in the chat box. All right. Beautiful. So, what I'd like to do to get started is just get our energies connected, take a couple minutes to get our energies connected, get the healing energies running so we can all get the most out of today's live stream. So if you just close your eyes, take some deep breaths, let them out with sound. Yeah. And just continue deeply breathing and open yourself up to receive. Beautiful friends, how you feeling? Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment. Notice what you're experiencing in your body and energy. If you could give that feeling a word or two, what would it be? Yeah. Light, blissful, beautiful. Body says calm and peaceful. Yeah. Body is tingling. All right. Tingling. Yes. Aligned. All right. So again, welcome to the third eye activation. My name is Macaya Miracle. I'm the co-creator of a system feeling called Accelerated Light Healing, which is there to help you change what's not working for you in your life and create everything you'd like to have in and as your life, including enhanced intuition, open third eyes, with ease, very quickly. I don't like when things take a long time. And in fact, Accelerated Light Healing was birthed out of that about almost 8 years ago now, next month. I was on the phone with a friend of mine, and we had been teaching some teleclasses in a system of healing that we had both learned. And we were on the phone one night, and we were just getting really, really potent, really intense. Like, we're getting the most amazing results with our clients and students we ever have, fastest results we have, but we know it should be quicker, easier, and way more effective. And we just kind of kept building this energy up of quicker, easier, way more effective, quicker, easier, way more effective, quicker, easier, way more effective, quicker, easier, way more effective. And we kept building that up for about a half an hour. And after about a half an hour, boom, we both got downloaded with this energy that we now call Accelerated Light Healing. She was 2,000 miles away from me at the time, but it was so intense and so potent. And ever since, we've been channeling more energies, developing more tools, again, to help you change what's not working for you in your life and create everything you'd like to have in and as your life quickly. Change doesn't have to take a long time anymore. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up in the 80s, there was this idea, and I was in the field of that idea, so it just became part of me that if you have a limiting belief or an emotional trauma, you're going to have to go to psychotherapy every week for 10 to 30 years, and then you might change it, but probably not. And that's just not the case anymore. We're at a level of consciousness where you can shift your entire belief set and your emotional state instantaneously and make a quantum jump to a new vibration for both your heart, your emotions, your mental abilities, your beliefs, your thoughts, and also your vibration in your physical body. Instantaneous healing is possible if you allow it. So today we're going to talk about the third eye. We're going to do some clearings around intuition and trusting your intuition. We're going to do a massive activation, energy activation, to open, clear, and activate your third eye. Really get that center working for you at a very high level. And we'll end the class with some mega clearance. So let's talk about the third eye. I can imagine that if you're familiar with the term chakra, but just briefly in case you're not, chakras are power centers, they're energy centers in our energy field that relate to different nerve clusters in our body. And each chakra has a primary function. Your third eye chakra is located right here. You know, lots of people say it's right between the eyebrows. I think it's more centered right kind of in the middle of the forehead, just a little bit down from the middle of the forehead. That's how I experience it. The color is purple. Lots of people and the ancient texts will say that the color is indigo, but what's actually happened in consciousness is we've raised the vibration of consciousness, literally, for everyone on the planet, where we have upgraded, ascended maybe, a bit, to where it used to be the third eye chakra was indigo and the crown was violet. We've upgraded to the third eye chakra being purple and the crown being white. And that allows us to channel in and receive a lot more high vibrational energy from infinite source and from the entire world and universe. Color is purple. The main function of your third eye chakra is intuition. And another way we can say that is perceiving and interpreting energetic information. Everything is energy, including your physical body, including everything you can see, and including energy. What we call energy. It's all just different levels of vibration. And this includes thoughts, consciousness, time. And you have the ability to transcend all of that and use your intuition to help guide you on the path of continued infinite expansion into more and more infinite bliss in every moment. You deserve that. That's really what the ascended path is all about, is becoming so conscious of every moment and every choice that you make that you continue to flow on this path of infinite expansion. Life doesn't have to be a series of expansion, 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 crash. Expansion, 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 crash, which I can imagine you've experienced in your life. It doesn't have to be like that. And it's okay if that's happening. There's nothing wrong with that. And in fact, as long as it is happening, it's important to your healing process. Because the times when you do come up against the wall or you hit a crash, it's not that there's something inherently wrong with you. It's not that there's something inherently wrong with the universe. It's just showing up in your life to be an awareness of where you're not in alignment with your infinite self and infinite source and the earth. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. But your intuition is there to allow you to see the reality of what is actually true from an infinite perspective. Your mind, don't trust it, it lies. Your mind, the way it perceives the future and projects the future is by calculating the most likely possibilities based on what it's experienced in the past. And so that is not the best way to see reality, because the future is constantly changing and also going to a higher and higher vibration in every moment. So calculating based on the past, especially when you have trauma and your mind is locked in places in the past, like when you were 5 and your mom yelled at you for something, or when you were 6 and you got in trouble at school, and you're calculating future possibilities based on these traumatic points in the past, you will most likely not be choosing from an empowered conscious place of seeing what's actually really happening in the moment, but actually seeing what you think is happening in the moment through the eyes of a younger wounded part of you, which is generally not helpful. It's not wrong or bad. It's just not the most expansive way to live. And that's why we do healing work, so we can heal from the traumas of the past and become more present in every moment. All right. So I got off a little on a tangent there. Gonna come back. Third eye. Also related to the pineal gland, which is, if you draw a line, the center of your head, the forehead, and the center of the side of your head, right there in the middle, that's where your pineal gland is. And that is the physical component of when you receive the energetic information through your third eye. It goes to your pineal gland, vibrates the crystals in there, and then the pineal gland sends the signals to the rest of your brain, the rest of your body, of what is energetically happening that you're perceiving. A lot of people have this gland kind of shut down due to lots of things, but one of the main physical components of that is fluoride, sodium fluoride. So the kind of fluoride that they put in toothpaste, the kind of fluoride that they put in tap water. At least here in the US, they do that. I know they do that in in many other countries too. Helps keep the population docile and not in there, not allow them to be spiritually empowered because they don't have access to that intuition. It also kind of clamps down on the joy and the production of the the quote unquote happiness neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, etc. Disrupts all of that. So I strongly suggest if you use fluoride toothpaste to stop. There's actually not been any real verified studies that sodium fluoride helps strengthen your teeth. The fluoride that does help strengthen your teeth is the natural fluoride that you can actually get from vegetables or things like pink Himalayan salt, but not sodium fluoride. That stuff is toxic. And to not drink tap water. That's me being on my high horse for a moment. Another thing that the third eye kind of regulates is your thought process. So if your third eye chakra is overactive, it's this place where you are thinking all the time and stressing and looping, or blocked. It can be the same because it can just go through these looping pathways in your energy system, and that's not really fun. It's pretty stressful. Living from your mind is pretty freaking stressful. How many times have you spent like trying to figure out like, oh my gosh, what do I need to do next? What do I need to do now? How can I make this happen? How's that person going to react? How's this going to make me look? Rah, 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 rah. Chatter of mind. It doesn't allow you to be in your infinite awareness, what you have as an infinite being. And it's kind of like this. If you were in a room with 81 stereos, we'll go with boom boxes. I don't even know if they have boom boxes anymore, but they did when I was growing up. And all these boom boxes are tuned to different radio stations, and a lot of them just static, and they're all on high blast. But there's one boom box in there, or you can use radio interchangeably with that. That is on volume level 1. That is totally clear, perfect channel. That's your intuition. With all these other 80 signals coming in of static and discordant rhythm, it can be hard to tune into that super clear, perfect channel that is your intuition. And so the 80 boom boxes that are loud and staticky, those are your thoughts and your feelings and emotions that are overriding your ability to easily hear your intuition, to perceive what's really going on in any given moment. And it's not very helpful. Not that there's anything wrong with the mind or thinking, but it's not the most aware place that you can be choosing from. And if your goal is more awareness and more ease in your life and more bliss in your life, and you like staying on the easy and blissful path, your intuition is where you want to be. So how do we turn off the loud boom boxes, the looping thoughts and the stressing? Well, we have a tool in accelerated light healing called our clearing tool. And it is RICH, R-I-C-H. Stands for release, integrate, clear, and harmonize. So what we're doing with this tool is releasing, clearing all the heavy, dense, stuck energies of thoughts, feelings, emotions, lies, stories, limitations, judgments, and conclusions. Releasing, clearing them from our physical bodies, releasing, clearing them from our energy bodies. Boom, so they're gone and you're no longer affected by them. And the I am rich stands for integrate. So we're integrating any parts and pieces of you either pushed away, that you lost, that flew away, or you denied whenever you experienced trauma this lifetime or the other lifetime reality. We're bringing those soul parts back, integrating them into you now so you have access to more of you. And shamans call that soul retrieval. We do have longer soul retrieval processes in accelerated light healing. This is a really quick way to bring those energy parts back. And the other part of the integrate function is very powerful. It integrates the awarenesses that you were unwilling to be aware of whenever you experienced trauma this lifetime or another lifetime of reality. Because what happens is infinite consciousness is infinitely expanding. And you, excuse me, you as an infinite being are infinitely expanding also, but what you're doing is you're infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, and then boom, you come up against the wall. This wall shows up as resistance in your life, dense experiences in your life. But infinite consciousness is still infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, infinitely expanding, trying to pull you through this wall and make you realize that energy flows infinitely. And so this wall is just an illusion that you created. And so it's going to do its best to get your attention, get you to become aware of that. You created this illusion in the easiest way possible that it can. So the first time it tries to get you to be aware of this, it's going to be just like a little featherlight touch on the face. Hey, you should get this. Hey, you should get this. And if you don't get it, then it's going to be like a little tap on the face. Hey, you should get this. Tap, 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 tap. Hey, you should really get this. And if you don't get it, it's going to be like a slap in the face. Hey, you should get this. And then it's going to be a punch in the face. Hey, you should get this. And then we're going to keep getting more and more and more and more and more intense until you get it. You might as well just get it. So the integrate function integrates those awarenesses, and some people call them lessons. Like, you're here to learn spiritual lessons. I don't believe in lessons. I believe in awareness, coming back to infinite awareness. So you're integrating those awarenesses you're unwilling to be aware of, so you don't have to keep repeating the patterns of your life over and over and over and over and over again to get them. You just get them. And the H stands for harmonize. So we're harmonizing all the energetic bodies in the physical body to vibrate at that new higher level instantly and effortlessly. When I was starting out learning energy healing 15 years ago, my teacher was like, you're going to bliss out. You're going to get a healing, you're going to bliss out, you're going to feel amazing, and then you're going to get sick for 3 days. Well, your physical body catches up to your new spiritual vibration. I was like, I don't want to get sick for 3 days. Why would I want to go get a healing if I'm just going to get sick right afterwards? Those were the fastest tools we had at the time. We're at a level in consciousness where it doesn't have to be like that anymore. You don't have to experience a healing crisis after healing. We can just quantumly jump up to that next level instantaneously. That's what the harmonized function of Rich does. Now, I know I went over that really quick, and you don't have to remember any of that for it to work. Just remember Rich is for clearing. If you want to learn more about the tool, there's an article and a video on my website, beingjoy123.com. You can check out after class. And this is how it works. It's nothing you have to do. You just have to be open to receiving the clearings. So every everywhere you decided you shouldn't listen to your intuition, you can't trust your intuition, and your intuition is always wrong. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Ah. Reality reset. Ah. And just take a deep breath in. Notice what you're experiencing in your body and your energy. If you could give that feeling a word or two, what would it be? I know I ran a second tool there called Reality Reset, and we run that after the clearings to really you know, I don't want to say solidify, but quickly make the change. So reality in your body, everything starts recreating itself from that new higher vibration, from a place of everything you released and cleared with Rich being gone, and a place from all the things you integrated and harmonized with Rich being there. So your body can instantly transform reality, and your life can instantly transform. Janessa says, feeling wings. Ashley says, feeling light. Sandra, more space. Stacy, calm and peaceful. Dustin says, sadness and expansion. Yeah, totally. Emotions can come up with the clearings, but what you'll notice is that they pass so super quickly. I've done sessions with thousands of people over the last 15 years, and been using the Rich tool for the last 8 because that's when that came in. And generally, after a Rich clearing, like if tears or sadness comes up, it almost always stops within 1 to 5 minutes, because what we've done is it's just like we've removed the dam that has been blocking the river's flow of its natural flow, and it's just like the natural momentum just goes and everything comes back into balance so super fast. And you may run a clearing and you may experience some sadness, and it may, there is a possibility for it to stick around for a little while, but it generally doesn't happen. And if it does, it's okay, because it will go away a lot faster than if you didn't run the clearing. But most of the time, boom, that stuff it just balances out really, really, really fast. Dustin says, yes, the sadness left about 8 to 10 seconds after the Rich clearing. Totally. That's what happens. So we're creating so much accelerated light healing. We're accelerating the process of healing, doing things in a very quick manner. Now that you've heard me run a Rich clearing, you're able to run these clearings for yourself. Whenever anything comes up for you, please do. A couple of easy ways to run the clearing is everything I've decided about blank, Rich. Or everything that allows me to be affected by blank, Rich. And if you're experiencing something, you can't even really identify it. You can just say, everything that's coming up for me right now, Rich. I'm going to speak to just another point here about the Rich tool, because I do get this question once in a while. Shakaya says, I've been using the Rich tool for a long time, and I have a question about it. She says she's been told that you need to feel it to heal it. And I feel like when I use Rich, isn't it kind of like spiritual bypassing? And that's a great question. People have asked that in the past, definitely, because it is so easy and so quick, and you don't have to go through intense intense emotional purging with it. It is not actually spiritual bypassing, and I'll explain why that is for a number of reasons. First off, Rich can never clear what is actually truly you as an infinite being. It only clears the lies, stories, and limitations that you've either taken on from other people or created yourself. And you don't have to feel and heal lies. You don't have to feel lies, stories, and limitations because they're not real. They're not the truth of you as an infinite being. They're not you. They're not inherently you. And so going through processes where you have to process other people's lies, stories, and limitations that they've placed upon you that you've bought as real, that's a waste of time, in my view. Rich can clear that stuff out instantaneously. Like we just talked about with Dustin, who said some sadness came out and it left about 8 to 10 seconds later. He did feel the sadness. It didn't get pushed away. It's just that we cleared out the energy system so the emotion could swell up and flow out in its natural flow, which is what emotion is supposed to do. Emotion is not supposed to get locked and trapped in your body and your energy field. Energy wants to flow infinitely like a river. And when it doesn't, that's what creates disease, creates stagnation in the body and in your life. And so it's just emotion's supposed to swell up, you get the awarenesses, and flow out. It's only when you resist that flow that it gets locked in the body. So when we unblock that stuck point of the emotion, it can easily go on its natural path, flow up and flow out. The other reason why it isn't spiritual bypassing is a lot of people say, well, you have to feel it and go deep into it so you get the lessons. Again, like I said, I don't believe in lessons. That seems like some sort of predetermined curriculum that you're supposed to follow. But I do believe in infinite awareness and us coming back into infinite awareness. And there are awarenesses that we are to gain from our emotional experiences. That's for sure. And the integrate function instantly integrates those, so you don't have to keep repeating those patterns of your life to get them. Integrate function rich integrates those awarenesses instantaneously. Everything's energy. Energy moves beyond the speed of the quantum. So things happen beyond instantaneously. And it's not what we were taught. And it's also not to say that there aren't times when going deep into an emotion isn't the correct course of action to get the healing that you'd like. Rich can clear out about 95 to 98% of your stuff instantly. Because for the most part, 95 to 98% of your stuff isn't actually yours. It's just stuff you've taken on from other people, religion, society, families, TV and media, everything. The other 2 to 5%, when you feel like what you're looking to release is not clearing, it can take a little more, like a physical or expressive component. And so what does that look like? It can be creative expression, like art, making music, dancing, journaling. Or it can be a physical component, like I need to go freaking break plates on the floor right now. I used to go to the art store and buy a 5-pound brick of clay and just punch it over and over and over again. Really early on in my spiritual journey, because I had this physical tension that needed to come out, and there was no other way that it was going to come than actually doing something physical to get it out. So please know that if something doesn't clear, you might just need to have a creative or a physical component to move that energy, to move through it. And then you will get the awarenesses, just like you do when you run a ridge clearing or release anything, as that energy moves out. And again, for the most part, Rich will take care of almost all of it instantaneously. Aline asks, is energy the same as vibration? Vibration is the movement of energy and the oscillation of energy. So that's a very slight distinction. I don't think it's a needed distinction, but you can use the words energy and vibration synonymously almost all the time, and they'll get your point across. All right, coming back to the third eye. Third eye. Babies are born onto this planet, third eye blasted open, total infinite awareness, infinite receiving. They might not have the mental capacity to do anything with that infinite awareness, but it's definitely there. And then at some point it starts to shut down. Generally, when you go to school, it can happen earlier if you have certain dealings with your parents, but you know, these places where you just know things, and your teachers are like, you can't know that, or you have imaginary friends, which is actually just you perceiving spiritual beings, and teachers and your parents say those aren't real, and you start believing it. When actually you should be encouraged to develop those abilities and have discernment around all of that. So everywhere you've ever been told your intuition wasn't real, that you can't know you can't just know things, and that your perception of spiritual beings or imaginary friends or people weren't real, and everything else that happened to you that made you shut down your spiritual intuition and your ability to perceive energy, everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Yeah. And again, you'll notice that after we run a ridge clearing, your body just automatically wants to take a deep breath. That's the way, that's your body restructuring itself with that new higher vibration. It's just like, wow, I have a lot more space. You just released a lot of heaviness off of me. Thank you. And then your body just restructures itself at that new higher vibration instantly. We'll do a couple more clearings before we get into the activation. Let's see. Is there anything you'd like to have cleared out around your intuition or your spiritual abilities? And let's talk about that for a moment. So there's 7 main ways to perceive energy. And I use the words intuition and perceiving energy interchangeably because they are the same thing. Your intuition is just you perceiving energy. So there's clairvoyance, ability to see energy, clairaudience, ability to hear energy or spiritual beings, clairsentience, ability to sense or feel energy, claircognizance, ability to just instantaneously know things, clairaudience, your ability to smell energy, clairgustance, your ability to taste energy, and then empathy, which is your ability to perceive emotional energy. Everybody has a primary 1 or 2 of these, and you can develop them all. When people come to me, lots of people come to me and they say, I want to be able to see energy. I want to open my third eye so I can see energy. And I will always respond with 2 questions. One is, what do you think you will gain from being able to see energy that you don't already have access to? Because I want to see what their motivation for that is. I want to know why they think that's going to better their lives. And then 2, I will ask, what is your primary mode of perceiving energy right now, or your intuitive awareness? And one of the reasons for that is because I liken it to this. I'm a musician. I've been playing music for a long time, 33 years. And I play over 30 instruments. Music just comes super naturally to me. But if you asked me to draw a portrait of you, I'd probably draw a stick figure. The hands and legs, arms and legs. I may be able to do a little bit better than that, but the point is that visual arts is not very easy for me, and it's not natural. Now, could I become good at visual arts? Yeah, probably. If I went to school and studied and practiced every day for 4 years, I could probably become good. Could I become great? Maybe. I really put a lot of work into it, but it's not what's natural for me. Music's what's natural for me. And I would get a lot farther in devoting all that time to enhancing my musical abilities, something that is very natural to me, rather than trying to go against the grain and work towards something that is actually not very natural for me. And so that's the same with your intuitive abilities. If your main mode of perceiving energy is clairsentience, feeling or sensing energy, and that's what's natural for you, you're going to get a lot farther in your awareness abilities by spending your time focusing and developing that the most, rather than focusing on developing one of them that is not supernatural for you. And that being said, like, I'm not discouraging you from developing all of your intuitive abilities. I actually kind of do encourage that, but don't beat yourself up if you don't have one that you think you should have, because it will make you more spiritual or more intuitive or give you something that you don't already have. So everywhere you're trying to do that, or are beating yourself up or judging yourself for any and all that, everything, all that is, and everywhere you walk in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. What I'm really trying to say is that if you want to develop the other psychic abilities, other ways of perceiving energy, do it because it's fun for you, not because you think you have to, because for any reason. It'll make you more spiritual. You'll have this cool new power. Do it just because it's fun. Otherwise, focus on what's really, really natural for you. All right, lots of people posted on what they would like to have cleared here. Let's everywhere. And if you would like to post in the chat box, like, what is your natural way, the most natural method of perceiving energy? I would love to know that too. All right, a couple people said doubting my intuition. All right, everywhere you doubt your intuition, don't know if it's real, everything all that is, everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. One of the biggest tools for learning to trust your intuition is actually using your body's awareness. We talk about, third eye intuition and all the different clair abilities that I was just sharing. But your body is actually your biggest awareness tool and intuition tool, as long as you allow yourself to tune into it. So when you get an intuitive awareness, the way you can know if you trust it or not is by the way it feels in your body. For anything that you consider, your body will show you if it's true or not. So if you say something and it makes your body feel light and expansive, that means it's true for you. If it makes your body feel heavy, tight, and contracted, that means it's a lie, false. And so let's just play with that right now. I'm gonna ask you to repeat a question. I'm gonna say insert your name here. Just say your name instead of that, and notice how it makes your body feel. So, repeat this question out loud after me? What will my life be like if I tell people my name is insert your name here? Just notice how it makes your body feel, maybe where you feel it in your body. Just gonna clear that out so we get some contrast, everything all that is rich. And now repeat this question after me. What will my life be like if I tell everybody my name is Frank? That. Notice how that makes your body feel and where you feel that in your body. And we're going to clear that out too. Everything, all that is. Unless your name was Frank. Everything, all that is. Rich. Everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlocked, clear, and rich. And then let's go back to the first one. So what will my life be like if I tell everybody my name is, insert your name here. And just notice the contrast. Contrast is, like, being aware of contrast is really what your awareness is all about, what your intuition is all about. When things change in your awareness, the way you perceive it is through contrast. Something's changed. So having your body on board as what's light and what's heavy in the body is a really great way to be able to perceive that contrast. And so when you get your intuitions, if you're not trusting them completely, just ask your body, is this true for me? And your body will show you light and expansive or heavy, tight, and contracted in whatever way that you perceive that. Excuse me. Everywhere you've decided you don't know how to, or you don't have the ability to sense or receive intuitive information, everything all that is, and everywhere you locked, getting all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. You are receiving intuitive and energetic information all the time. Way more than you're consciously aware of. And so it's really about just finding the ways to become consciously aware of it. It's like you're in a room right now, maybe you're outside, wherever you are, there are beyond trillions of air molecules around you and in that space. But you're not mentally aware of them. You know you're breathing air, but that doesn't mean they're not there. Fish is only really aware of the water when it jumps out of the water and comes back in, because it's just its natural state. And energy is the natural state of of infinite consciousness. You're in it. And so that's why I said, when I was giving the boombox example earlier, like your intuition is the boombox turned down to volume level 1. It's just that natural, clear vibration that's always there, always permeating. Your thoughts and feelings and emotions can be loud and try to cloud that. And so we use the rich tool to turn off or unplug all the other boom boxes, so you can be really clear in being able to hear your awareness in every moment, to be in your infinite awareness. All right. More things came in here. So Genesis says, clearly retain images and messages from downloads so I can more accurately depict them through art and music. Yay, love it. That's been happening with me a lot through music lately, is that I've been channeling intuitive information about my reality that I wasn't consciously aware of until it came through the music. What you can really do is you can ask that download or those awarenesses to come back for you when you're in a space that you can express them. You just ask, like, hey, will you show me this information again so I can express it and share it with the world? Because a lot of times when you get energetic downloads and awarenesses, there's so much energy, information that comes in that your logical mind can't comprehend all of that. It's not supposed to. It's not designed to. You're just supposed to receive it all, take it all in, integrate it, and know that your life is better and more aware because of it. And if there's something you want to do with that information or energy, you just have to ask it to come back up to the surface. Right, Kat says, lack of confidence and self-sabotage. Beautiful. Everywhere you don't allow yourself to be confident, you don't know or allow yourself to know that you're an infinite being with access to infinite power and infinite awareness in every moment. Everywhere you sabotage your life for any reason, including because you've decided you're not worthy of things or you've done bad things, so you're undeserving or you're unlovable. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked in and all that, or you don't want other people to see who you really are, so you sabotage that, you push them away and hide from them. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked in and all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Yeah. Another musician. Beautiful. Smaya says, I used to have major audible messages, new things from instincts, wrote many songs, but it's been much less since her husband's death, and now I'm blocked and need help. Okay, so everything that is everywhere you were using your husband, everywhere you were using other people as a source of your intuition or as a reference point for your intuition or as an inspiration for you to be aware and tune into your inspiration. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked it and all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Yeah. One thing for those of you who are new to the Rich tool, welcome. When you or I or anybody runs a Rich clearing, it runs on a massive level. It runs on you, runs on everybody that can hear the clearing. It runs on all your past lives, which inherently affects this life and all your future lives. It clears out your entire ancestral lineage all the way back to your first family. And everybody you're connected with in this lifetime, friends, family, coworkers, lovers, acquaintances, or people you see once in a while, like cashiers at the grocery store. So we're creating a lot of change here with every clearing that we're doing. If you ever feel yourself getting spacey or a little lightheaded after we run a clearing, that's literally because we're creating more space in your body, in your blood vessels, and it's more oxygen is coming to your brain. So you just breathe with it for a few moments or a few minutes, and you'll come back to a balanced place. Dion Q says, I'd like to clear what is in the way of clearly communicating intuitive wisdom. All right. Everything in the way of you clearly communicating intuitive wisdom, everything all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Really reset. We're going to do just a few more clearings, then we're going to jump into the activation here. Bill asks, how can you distinguish a natural ability from being blocked to using an ability? Because at some point in your life, it would have been natural. That natural ability that I was talking about, the 1 to 2 primary ways of perceiving energy that you have, were natural and open to you, and you had access to them at some point in your life. You may need to trace it all the way back to childhood or before to see it, but at some point it was there. And if you have the desire to reclaim it, it was probably your natural ability rather than being blocked. being blocked generally has to do with some sort of belief system, like I don't want to see the future because what if I see bad things happen, etc. Mylene says, does intuition work in your dreams? That's a great question. Yes, it definitely does. If you can become aware enough to be aware of your intuition in your dreams, you're on fire. That's the major lucid dreaming stuff right there. I love it. And where a lot of us will function from is experiencing a dream, waking up, and then using our intuition to know what that dream means. Now, here's where people get tripped up. They try to analyze their dream and compare it to, books, dream symbolism, etc., rather than just trust the first thing that they think of when they wake up, because that's what your dream means. Even if it doesn't even seem related at all. You wake up from a dream and you remember a traumatic breakup from when you were in 7th grade. Like, that's what that dream was trying to show you. Place in you that needed to be healed. Or you wake up from a dream and the first awareness you have is, I should go out and buy a new car today. That's what the dream was trying to show you. Don't allow yourself to get in your head. Just allow your intuition to show you instantaneously, because it will. Intuition is instantaneous. It's not linear like a thought process. It is an instantaneous awareness. David says, feeling unworthy or not good enough. Oh, right. Everywhere you've decided you're unworthy or not good enough to experience your intuition, or you haven't done enough work to experience your intuition, until you do, you're not worthy of having it. And that anything of value has to come through hard work. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you lock and nail that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Aline says, my body is warm and had involuntary movement. Was that a download? If you watch me, which I can imagine you are, because we're on a live stream, you'll notice that my body shakes and moves involuntarily. That can be a download, but a lot of times, especially when we're in the process of doing the healing work, it's more about the release of energy and the energy moving out of your energy system in the easiest way possible, that both your energy and your body can move it out. So that's a lot of times what's happening, especially when we're running the rich clearings. Smaya says, feeling major clearing from that. Thanks so much. Yay. Beautiful. All right. I would like to get into the activation. So if this is your first accelerated light healing activation, welcome. There's nothing that you have to do. You just have to open yourself to receive. I invite you to lay back in your chair. Get comfortable. Close your eyes and take some deep breaths and really sink into wherever you're at. There will be lots of periods of silence during this. That's just allowing the space for the energy to do what it wants to do, to create the greatest healing for you. All right, what I'd like you to do is become aware of the energy that surrounds your body. Expand the energy out to the size of the room you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the building you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the city block you're on. Expand the energy out to the size of the city you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the state or province you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the country you're in. Expand the energy out to the size of the entire planet. Expand the energy out to the size of the solar system. Expand the energy out to the size of the galaxy. Expand the energy out to the size of the universe. Expand the energy out to the size of the universe of universes. Expand the energy all the way out to infinite consciousness. Just continue breathing here. Energies are coming in to raise your vibration to be able to receive everything this activation has for you today. Okay. Let's start by opening the third eye chakra. Yeah. Now we're going to clear your third eye chakra. If you're noticing any areas of tension in your body, just breathe into them. Allow the energy to move it out. Yeah. And now we're going to activate the third eye chakra. If you'd like to receive this, please say either out loud or in your head, I will receive this. And if you're noticing any places of tension in your body, just breathe into them, allow the energy to move it out. Now we're going to illuminate the third eye. Right now I'm going to enhance your connection to infinite source in the earth. And now what I'd like you to do is breathe energy from the earth up your feet, up your entire body, and out your head, all the way up to infinite source. Yeah. Do that 2 more times. Breathe energy from the earth up your feet, up your entire body, and out your head, all the way up to infinite source. Yeah. Once more. Yeah. I'd like you to breathe energy from infinite source into the top of your head, down your entire body, and out your feet into the earth. Do that 2 more times. Once more. I'd like you to breathe energy from the earth, up your feet, up your entire body, and out your head, all the way up to infinite source. Yeah. And do that 2 more times. Yeah. Once more. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful friends. Yeah. When you're ready, you can start to deepen the breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Pressing your body. Squeezing your body a little. And in your own time, you can come back to sitting and open your eyes. Beautiful friends, take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment. Notice what you're experiencing in your body and your energy. And do that 2 more times. Once more. Yeah. If you could give that word a feeling, or if you could give that feeling a word or two, what would it be? Stick around. We're gonna do some more mega clearings here for jumping your intuition to the next level in just a few minutes. So stick around for that. Ellie says, my head feels more connected to my body. I felt the activation very strong. Yes. Ashley says, crystalline. Yay. Sandra says, I feel cleared out and free of thought. Yes, that's what I like to hear. Stacy says, spacey. Love it. Dion says clear embodied intuition, very expansive. Yay. Dustin says more conductive and internally quiet. Yes. Rio says calm. Claudia says peaceful, calm, and a little buzzy. All right. Loving it all. That's beautiful. One of the things we didn't talk about is that part of your third eye and your intuition is your ability to communicate with spiritual beings, whether they be spirit guides, angels, or beings from the starseed races, the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, Sirians, etc., which are all glorious sources of intuition and healing and easy ways to raise your vibration. So I was looking at how can I contribute the most to you to enhancing your life, accelerating your spiritual growth and development, your intuition, and accelerating your ascension process. So I put together this 6-week class called Starseed Activations for Healing and Guidance. Would it be all right if I took about 5 minutes and shared that with you? Thank you. And stick around to the end, because after that we're going to do some more mega clearance here and just really jump you to that next level of intuition and intuitional awareness. Let me pull it up here. Beautiful. So, have you ever felt like you're not from this planet? And would you like life to be easier on this planet? Would you like to know where you're from? Would you like to raise your vibration to accelerate your ascension and the ascension of the entire planet? Would you like to raise your vibration so you're able to access all of your spiritual gifts and your abilities? If so, come play the 6-week live stream series called Starseed Activations for Healing and Guidance. It's going to be so much fun. This series is for you if you've ever felt like you're not from this planet. You know, I've felt like that my entire life. I was looking around at the kids at school. I'm like, they're all doing this life really weird. I don't understand it, and I don't fit in. So if you ever felt like you don't fit in, or you've had a hard time fitting in with this reality, you're definitely a starseed and probably not from this planet. If you ever felt like everybody else knows what they're doing and you don't, you want to connect with greater guidance from other star systems, or you know you're a starseed and would like to experience more of that connection, this series is for you. We're doing massive healings and connections here. So in these accelerated light healing live streams, you're going to learn where your home planet is, remember your purpose here on this planet, activate your spiritual gifts and abilities. You're going to receive attunements to 2 energy healing systems that you can use for healing yourself and others. Very powerful healing energies that you can activate anytime you want. You can increase your intuitive abilities, receive guidance from the master beings of all the starseed races in our galaxy. You're going to learn to trust yourself and so much more. And when you receive these activations, you're going to increase your intuitive abilities, have your 6th-dimensional DNA activated. When we go on the Sirian journey, you're going to align your energy with your infinite source template, which brings you back into alignment with your ascension process instantaneously. You're going to learn how to channel the energies of sacred geometry for healing yourself and others. Activate your divine feminine energies, bring that into balance. You're going to learn how to channel Arcturian healing energies for healing yourself and others. And the Arcturian healing energies are one of the most powerful healing energies I have ever come across. In fact, I use it in everything I do. I always combine Arcturian healing energies with the accelerated light healing energies because they just amplify and make everything so much more powerful. And you're going to learn how to access those energies in these classes. You're going to step into infinite bliss, love, and joy as being your natural state. You're going to become attuned to infinite love and light from the divine feminine and so much more. I'm going to tell you in just a moment what you're going to experience in these classes. But before I do that, here's what some people have been saying about the live streams. Dear Macaya, I felt like I've been in a spiritual and energetic prison for years. Thanks to your class, I feel like I've been reborn and I'm getting my life back. I'm so grateful to you. That was from one of my students, Anne from the USA, and that was just after her first live stream with me. Just an amazing, huge shift for her. Cindy from the UK says, I can breathe completely into my lungs now. Another one of my students says, wow, Macaya, now I know I was meant to take this class. Thank you so very much for offering the live streams. My back and spine were hurting before I did them, and it hasn't since. I've had low back pain for 35 years, and it was hurting so bad when I did your live stream. Now there's no pain at all, and my back feels stronger again. I cannot tell you how far in debt I was going to the chiropractors and for acupuncture, none of which ever gave me relief, only for a day or two. I wish I knew about your work years ago. Thank you, Macaya, for your blessed healing work. That was from Karen C. in the US. Spontaneous and instantaneous physical healings can definitely happen with the clearing work and the healing energies that come through with accelerated light healing. And then SR from Singapore says, it feels like I'm more complete, like something was missing and now it's back. Like something was gone and now I have more of myself. Yay. All right, so here's what you're going to experience in the 6 weeks for the Starseed activations for healing guidance. Class 1 is to activate your connection to the Pleiadian emissaries of light and the 5th dimension. So in this class, you're going to become attuned to infinite bliss, infinite love, and infinite joy, being your natural state. Learn to be and receive infinite love all the time. Receive guidance from the Pleiadian emissaries of light, the beings who hold the records of everything past, present, and future for all of Earth, including you. So they have massive guidance to be able to share with you. Class number 2 is activate your connection to the Syrian Archangelic League of the Light and the 6th dimension. So in this one, you're going to receive a sacred geometry activation that will allow you to channel the healing energies of the sacred geometric shapes for healing. Super powerful energies that you can use for healing yourself and others, going into deep meditation and so much more. You're going to experience a 6th dimensional sacred geometric DNA activation, and you're going to receive guidance from the Syrian Archangelic League of the Light. Beings are the holders of the sacred geometric light codes and the morphogenetic field, which is the field of all ideas and possibilities. Class number 3, activate your connection to the Andromedan intergalactic beings of light and the 7th dimension. So in this class, you're going to align your energy with your infinite source template. You're going to experience the rainbow light of the 7th dimension. It's kind of like in that picture right there. And you're going to receive guidance from the Andromedan intergalactic beings of light, bringers of high vibrational templates. Class number 4 is activate your connection to the Orion elders of the Brotherhood of Light and the 8th dimension. So in this class, you're going to experience and remember the history and intention for why our galaxy was created. And in doing this, it will allow you to remember your purpose, because not only are you experiencing the intention for why our galaxy was created, but also your purpose in our galaxy. You're going to accelerate your ascension process and receive guidance from the Orion elders of the Brotherhood of Light, keepers of the light codes and guides of the ascended masters. Class number 5 is activate your connection to the Arcturian emissaries of light and the 9th dimension. So in this class, you're going to become attuned to the Arcturian healing energies, which is one of the most powerful healing energies available on the planet. Like I said, I use them in everything that I do. You're going to upgrade your energy systems and receive guidance from the Arcturian emissaries of light, beings that are the most technically advanced race in our galaxy. And then class number 6 is activate your connection to the Lyrians and the 11th dimension. So you're going to balance and activate the divine feminine energies inside of you. You're going to open to receiving infinite love and light. and receive guidance from the Lyrans. And the Lyrans are the beings who seeded the genetic material for all the starseed races in our galaxy, including us, the humans. And when you sign up today for the series, you're also going to receive 2 bonus accelerated light healing MP3s instantly. You can get those right away. So bonus number 1 is Find Your Soul's Name. In this accelerated light healing experience, you're going to connect with your soul's essence and learn what your soul's name is. This is a name that has traveled with you from lifetime to lifetime since your soul was birthed. When I first experienced this, everything changed for the better. I instantly just felt like more of who I truly was as an infinite being, and my business took off, my love life took off, my everything that I wanted to have in life was just starting to show up because I was embodying more of who I actually was. So that's the first bonus MP3. You're going to get instant access to that. And the second one is Meet Your Master Guide. And this is such a powerful journey. In this accelerated light healing journey, you're going to meet your master guide. And this is a being who's been with you for many, many lifetimes in a place far beyond your normal spirit guides. We travel really, really super high to connect with your master guide, because that's where it exists. You're also going to receive guidance and a healing activation from your master guide, which just gives you this supercharged energetic momentum to accelerate your healing, your ascension process, and your healing process. Just massive energetic momentum infusion. And you're also going to learn how to connect with your master guide so you can access that being whenever you would like to receive healing guidance. And so again, you're going to get instant access to that MP3 also. So here's what you're going to get in this series: 6 75-minute live streams with me, lots of clearings, lots of activations. We'll be able to go even deeper than we did today because we won't have to do the introduction every time and talk about the rich tool. We're just going to be able to jump right into it and do massive clearings and activations. Then you're going to get lifetime access to the recordings of each live stream. You're going to get that bonus MP3, Find Your Soul's Name, and also that bonus MP3, Meet Your Master Guide. So, question to you is it finally time to activate your spiritual gifts and shine your light? If so, if you want to activate your gifts and shine your light in the world, join us. Click here to register button below. Class series is only one payment of $333, which is $100 savings. And I also wanted to make it easy for you to come play, break it up into 2 monthly payments of $195. That's a $50 savings, or a very super easy way to come and play is break it into 5 monthly payments of $88. So if you want to come and play, click here to register button below. We're going to go on such amazing journeys to all the starseed races in our galaxy. And there's a special bonus. If you're one of the next 10 people to sign up by Wednesday, September 30th at noon, you're going to receive, noon Pacific time, that is, you're going to receive a 30-minute personal session with me. We'll do that over the Zoom or the phone, whatever works best for you. And in a personal session, we can just quickly and easily get to the bottom of what's not allowing you to have everything in your life you'd like to have, whether it be health, finances, friendships, romantic relationships, access to your spiritual gifts, and so much more. We'll just instantaneously clear out your blocks and step you into the life you'd like to be having. And we can get so much done in those 30 minutes. These sessions will sell out. They always do. So don't miss out. If you'd like a personal session with me, click here and register today because you deserve it. Click here to register button below. And I'd like to just go over a few questions that people generally ask, so you can make a really informed decision. Will you be able to ask questions on the live streams? Definitely. We're going to be using Zoom for the live stream, so you can chat in your questions. If for some reason you can't make it live to the events, you can email me between sessions, and I will address your questions on the next live stream. Will I receive recordings of each live stream? Yes. I post the replays. I post the videos within 24 hours, generally within 3 or 4 hours of each live stream. And you're going to have lifetime access to those recordings. What if I can't make it live? If you can't make it live, still sign up. You're going to get those recordings. And receiving the healing energies and the clearings from watching the recordings is just as effective as if you're live there. And what do I need to join the live streams? You just need a computer or smartphone with internet access. We're going to be using Zoom for the live streams. And if your computer or smartphone can watch YouTube videos, you'll be able to access the recordings and the replays. So is it finally time for you to shine your light and accelerate your ascension? If it is, come play. Click here to register button below. And I'm super excited to go on these journeys with you and see what kind of magic we can create together. Yes. Beautiful. So now I would like to do a few more mega clearings here. A few more clearings, really. Continue the growth into deeper intuitive awareness. Yes. So, everything. And if you have any questions about the classes, feel free to email me. Let me know. Everything that makes you not want to have access to your intuitive abilities, because then you would know too much and other people would think you're weird, or you would be too different from everyone else. So you hold yourself back. Everything, all it is, and everywhere you locked in all of that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Yeah. Everywhere you think you can't know the future, you can't tell the future, you have to learn a certain technique to know the future, everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Everywhere you decide it's hard or wrong or bad to use your intuition, or that you're blocked to using your intuition, everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Rawr. And everything that blocks you or makes you not want to be in your infinite awareness or access your infinite awareness, everything that won't allow you to know everything that you know and have access to, everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked in all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Reality reset. Everywhere you don't want to have awareness or be in your awareness because you think you have to be responsible for it, or you think there's something you have to do with those awarenesses. Really, they're just there for awareness, and you can choose however you like. Everything, all that is, and everywhere you locked any and all that into your body, unlock, clear, and rich. Yeah. Reality reset. Yeah. Beautiful friends, thank you so much for being here today. I love you all. I'm so grateful that you're here to embody these energies. Because just by you embodying these energies, everywhere you go, everyone you meet, talk to, and walk by, they're going to receive these energies, and it's going to start to blossom them open too. So you're changing the entire world just by being you. Thank you so much for being you and being here. I look forward to playing with you again soon.